Hello, everyone. Well, I have some bad news because some of you might know that I have two dogs, Gizmo and Sam. Sam is only still a puppy. He's about 6 months old, nearly seven, and Gizmo is 6 months old. And well, Gizmo has been. I have to speak low because people around me are sleeping, but Gizmo has been injured, and so I have to take him to the vet tomorrow, but I'm because we don't have 24-hour vet services around here. You have to wait until they open up, and so but I'm very worried because what happened was is that you know to, this was going to be the first night we were planning on anyway, possibly being the first night that Sam was going to sleep outside with Gizmo, which Gizmo has a house outside on the back porch with a roof. The back porch has a roof over it, and he has the house, and he's on the porch near the back door. And because Sam is getting too big for his crate, but and so and they seem to be okay out there. And Sam spent long hours out there before at night, but not never all night. And so, but as soon as made that decision, just a few moment, just a moment or two went by, and I finally thought, okay, a huge weight may have possibly been lifted from my shoulders. But then they got into a scuffle because sometimes Gizmo will, for seemingly inexplicable reasons, will not attack Sam, but kind of maw at him and get and bark in his face when Sam does something that irritates him. Sometimes it's because he nips at him because Sam still has a nipping problem. We always feed them in separate areas now, so it's not because of that. But for whatever reason, they just got into a scuffle, and so Sam had to come into the laundry room, and then we don't know what happened. I didn't exactly see what happened, but we think that after that happened, Gizmo tried to, jump on the door, which he's done before, and somehow ended up hurting himself and squealing and howling. And then he stopped, and now he cannot um, walk on his, I think, right back leg, and so he's been essentially dragging his. He can't basically walk on his hind legs. Now he can move, his left leg, but not his right leg, and so he's been injured, and um, don't know if it's because of he somehow injured his hip or his leg or some kind of spinal issue, or he tore a muscle. Simply don't know, and he still has feeling in the leg. So I don't think it's a spinal issue, but again, I don't know. But I always get very worried in situations like this because I always think of the exact worst. And I've had, of course, I lost my dog Barney last year, and I would just hate to go through anything like that again. And again, I don't think that's going to be the case, but it's just I always think the worst because I've had it happen to me before, and so my sister and father are taking Gizmo to the vet tomorrow, and I just hope and hope and pray that everything is all right, that Gizmo can get the help that he needs. But I am just so distraught right now. I don't really know what's going to happen. He's still. I can see him out there now. He's acting fine in terms of eating everything else. He's just been injured, and it kind of reminds me of my of the first dog I had, George, who in his later years couldn't walk on his two back legs. He didn't even suffer a specific injury. He just couldn't do it for some inexplicable reason. He had to basically drag it. He lived for about another year and a half, but I just hope that nothing like that is the case. And so I am just so worried about Gizmo. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep tonight. And it seemed, finally that with Sam getting more mature, that a huge burden was going to be finally lifted from my shoulders. But then this happened, and now it's just made me as nervous as ever. And I'm just so distraught right now. So I just thought I would make this video in order to vent, I guess.